Jr., Kurt Busch, all coming onto pit road along with Joe Nemechek and Dave Blaney. We'll recap those stops when we come back. 10 laps to go. Well, good advice comes from all corners.
I bet Sterling would agree.
From 12th on back, they pitted. Jeff Burton came out 12th, then Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, Matt Kenseth, Jerry Nadeau, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kurt Busch, Joe Nemechek, and Dave Blaney. That fills out the 20 lead lap cars. Now, if you're headed for the roulette table, consider this. Last year, Jeff Gordon started 24th here and won. Where do you think Sterling started today? 24th.
No kidding.
So 24 might be a lucky number.
Well, it has been. I know that.
Let's go down to the Hollywood Hotel.
All right, last year Sterling Marlin finished second in this race, Jeff Hammond. He had trouble in the restarts, if we recall.
Yeah, last year, Chris, he actually finished third, but he had restart problems. For some reason, the car wouldn't come up to speed like it needed to, and it cost him. He was leading at that time. Guys got by him, cost him a win. Hopefully this time it won't happen.
Hey, Jeff.
Sixth?
Yeah.
One thing you got to watch here now, they've got hot tires.
Right.
Rode around here 2 or 3 laps. You spin those rear tires, and I see he's cleaning them up.
Yep. I mean, crew chief right now, everybody's on the radio telling me, all right, get this thing cleared, get it cleared out, and clean those tires off. Whatever you do, clean the tires off. They're probably overemphasizing that, and then they're going to say, don't miss a shift.
And, of course, another caution flag, another dramatic finish.
Dramatic finish.
Hang on. Who knows what's next? A fewer than 10 to go. Let's go upstairs to Mike Joy.
It'll be 8 to go when they come back, and we'll show you speed on Sterling. There he is behind the pace car at 50 miles an hour. Now, because we're under 10 laps to go, all the 20 cars on the lead lap line up in front of the lapped cars. They're getting that sorted out right now, but the lights are out on the safety car, and we're set to go.
Just think back to Daytona, folks. Last lap, 5 laps ago, come down for a restart, and the next thing you know, about 10 cars were in the fence. Bad restart.
Sterling maintained about 48, 49 miles per hour. Right there to the restart area. Still down there. Now he comes up.
Here he goes. So far, so good. Great start so far.
And where was Mark Martin? They were not closed up on that restart.
Sterling started a tad early, but he has that prerogative.
Almost 140 miles an hour at the start-finish line. 140 down in the middle of 1 and 2 right here. Here's Mark Martin, the 6th car. See the Fox track.
We'll see how these guys back in here that stopped and got tires. May want to watch the back of your screen here. They may come flying in the picture any moment.
Now that's from Jeff Burton on back in 12th place. Are the cars with fresh tires. But the laps are dwindling.
No lap cars will be a factor since we only have about 7 laps to go. Clear sailing right now for Sterling Marlin. Has about a half a second lead on Jeremy Mayfield.
And Larry, you have to think back to the call that NASCAR made. They called a penalty on Marlin for being too fast down pit road after he got sideways entering the pit. But because they were unable to enforce the penalty at the time during the stop, they waved it off, no call.
And that's when it's supposed to be enforced, is when you're sitting in your pit box and the pit stop is complete, the crew members have stopped their work. That's when they impose the 15-second penalty.
So it was a good call, we all agree, but it may provoke some controversy post-race.
Basically, I look at this getting spun out and losing all that time as almost a self-inflicted penalty.
Speeds at the line.
And if you're a Sterling Marlin fan, you say, well, they owe us one. You know, last couple of weeks, maybe they feel like they owe. Fans will think they owe him one.
Actually, the fastest speed was Jeff Burton in the 99 car. That's those fresh tires. Problem is, he's over 4 seconds behind Sterling Marlin.
He's only gained 1 spot, and Jeff Gordon may be off the pace, the Winston Cup champ.
Yeah, watching him right a minute ago, Mike, all of a sudden he fell like a rock. I don't know what his problem was, but he got caught up in traffic, and he lost about 5 spots in the last 2 laps.
Dale Jarrett's the one that's really on the move with 4 tires.
Jarrett's up to 10th.
He and Burton started way back there, but they've shot around Rusty Wallace.
They were really scrambling on that 88 car yesterday in the 2 practice sessions. They were changing springs, shocks, sway bars, just really scrambling. And it looked like they've hit it pretty close. They just started so far back. And Darrell, when you start that far back in provisional land, even in a 400-mile race, it's hard to get there.
You always fight in track position. You've got to gamble. You got to do so. You got to take 2 tires. Got to stay out on the caution. A lot of things you got to do when you don't have a car up front.
3 laps to go, Sterling Marlin.
And Tony Stewart dominated this race for a while. Back to 5th.
I'll tell you what. I was glad I'd be way up front. If I look back in my mirror, I wouldn't want to see what's fixing to happen back here.
It's a big old mess.
I'd have to wake up Jesse here in a minute.
And rookie Jimmy Johnson running in 6th. Rookie Ryan Newman is 4th.
You got to give a call to Jeremy, too, because he's hanging right there, and he looks like he's going to hang on to 2nd place. Tony Stewart fought his way back up to 5th. I think that caution helped him. But Jimmy Johnson, who almost crashed out of here, closing up on Stewart in a hurry.
It's a battle for 7th right here. Remember, Dale Jarrett has those 4 fresh tires. Bill Elliott stayed out. Makes a big difference. It's deep into a run.
That's the other great thing about watching Winston Cup racing. They fight just as hard for 7th, Darrell, as they do for the lead.
It's all about points. Take away points, everything's different. But it's all about that 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever points.
Right now, Sterling Marlin saying it's all about me.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, you're
White flag. He wishes he had an orange spoiler on the back of that car.
97, he's about to blow up.
Talking about Kurt Busch, who is way off the pace, but will finish this race after having a great day. Here is Marlin. 8th at Daytona, 2nd at Rockingham, looking for his 9th Winston Cup win, all on super speedways.
And another win for Dodge. And the most consistent car the second half of the season last year and starting off that way again this year. It's got to be a thrill to be driving that thing right now.
Sterling Marlin brings the Coors Light Dodge across the line for his 9th Winston Cup victory.
Man, there was 3 good ones going there. And there goes Bob. Man, they were going across here 4 wide.
It was a battle for 7th. Dale Jarrett finishes 7th.
So of the cars that stopped for tires on that last stop, Dale Jarrett ends up at the top of that pack in 7th place. Steve Burns.
With winning crew chief Lee McCall. Lee, how big was this victory after what happened at Daytona and then again at Rockingham?
Man, it was great. I mean, we, to have that little caution there about 10 or 12 to go was like, man, who's got something out for us? But guys worked their guts out all weekend on this car. We weren't very good, yesterday, and made quite a few changes this morning, and brought a brand new car here, and just a great job. Great bodies, man. Bring a brand new car here and to win is just something to say for this whole race team, just how strong it really is.
Lee, how about the call early in the race when Sterling got turned around by the 25? What did NASCAR say to you about that, the decision not to penalize him?
Oh, it wasn't no big deal. I mean, I guess the 25 didn't know that we were, going to pit that soon, and he just got in the back of us, and Sterling made a hell of a save. So, man, just what a great day for this Coors Light Dodge and everybody and Chip Ganassi organization.
We'll let you go celebrate, Lee. Emotional win.
Darrell, consider this. We've had 3 Winston Cup races, and no race winner has started higher than 19th.
And that's very unusual, especially when Larry, now all we talk about is track position.
Right.
Good day for Chip Ganassi. Sterling Marlin wins. Teammate Jimmy Spencer finishes in 10th.
Good recovery for Jimmy. Ran up front all day and finished 10th.
2 rookies in the top 10, Newman and Johnson, and here's the rest of the lead lap cars.
17th. I mean, Joe Nemechek, who ran really well early, had
ran
trouble.
in the top 5 a whole lot.
This whole group, including pole sitter Todd Bodine, finished 1 lap back. 41 of the 43 cars were running at the finish. The only ones in the garage were Shauna Robinson and Bobby Hamilton.
I told you it's going to be a good race. I told you it's going to be sight.
You did tell us that.
I tell you.
Baby.
These guys told I walked every one of them I talked to yesterday and this morning said, DW, the track is racing.
And who picked Sterling?
Oh, don't even go there.
No, it's too early in the season.
Don't even go there.
I believe that was Jeff Hammond.
I believe it was.
Boy,
you're
Jeff.
right. I have to give him credit for that one.
Well, the last time,
might as well. That's right, might as well.
The last time Sterling Marlin climbed from his car on national television cost him the Daytona 500. This will be a little happier.
Look, and he gets that big old belt buckle. Look at that thing. Now, you think he'll wear that down in Columbia, Tennessee?
Sure.
He goes down to Columbia and puts that on, goes down to Mule Day. He'll be the star of the show. Huh.
And he will pad his point lead with this win today.
If you look at all the drivers that are out there racing right now, Sterling has a lot of experience, and he could win this championship this year with that team.
Matt Yoakum's with him.
A hug from team manager Tony Glover, 24th to 1st, and a hug from White Paula.
That's his wife.
A 24th to 1st, and at one point there, it looked like the day might not end the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, another caution. That's all. No, not again. But all the guys on Coors Light Dodge team doing a great job. We wasn't real good yesterday evening, and the guys were coming this morning, talked it over, changed some things on it, and I couldn't believe the way it drove it. Pretty flawless, and it was good on long runs, and just like to thank Coors Light and Target, all the guys, the shop here, they've done a great job.
Does it help make up for the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, Daytona was a heartbreaker. I mean, it was a heartbreaker for us. Rockingham, Matt had the best car, and we could be 3-0, but we could be 0-3, so glad to be here.
Sterling Marlin picks up the win, his 9th career, first here at Las Vegas. Mike?
9 wins, all on super speedways for Sterling, as we welcome you to our Dodge post-race show. Full house in Las Vegas, and boy, they got to see a great finish here. So let's go down to Steve Burns.
With Mark Martin, and boy, you look excited, Mark. That was a great day.
Well, it's been a long time since I could see the front at the end, and I told Ben, that I don't wanted to at least be able to see the front, and he did that for me today, and he and Bruce Hayes and all this Viagra team, I think we can certainly be better, and I told him after the race, I says, we can win from here, because I don't believe we're quite as good as we can get. I think this team will get better after we work, together for a while. We've got cars to build. This is a car from last year that they brought with them and ran well. So I'm proud of this team.
Great run, Mark. Let's go to Dick Bergeron.
With Jeremy Mayfield, who finished second, you were digging at the end. What would it have taken to get that one more spot?
Well, that's what we needed all day. We got behind a little bit early in the race, and I'm just proud of this whole Dodge dealers team. I mean, it's just been awesome. I mean, today we went to the back, just because we were a little loose to start with, and gambled a little bit, never could get that track position back, but knew we had a fast car. We were probably fast as anybody or faster on the long runs, and just not enough laps left.
Nice job. To Ginny Zalesko.
Well, the status may say rookie, but Ryan Newman certainly ran like a veteran today. And obviously, having the media around you, you're getting used to this. You start today's race. You have the outside pole, but concerns about your engine. Why'd you run so well? Where'd this confidence come from?
Just, we ran really well at Kansas last year, and this track's really similar to Kansas, and took a lot of our notes from there and applied them here, and we qualified really well, which was a big improvement from last year, and we raced really well, which we didn't know until today. So just great to be able to finish in the top 5 with the all-tall car. Gives us a shot at the No Bowl 5 at the Coke 600 in May, and, just another good run for us. Hopefully we can keep it up.
You were Larry Mack's pick. He was your lucky charm. Congratulations.
Thank you. I want to say hi to Steve Marker. He's over in the hospital bed here. And Mr. Moody, I was supposed to say happy birthday to him, I believe.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan Newman, with a degree from Purdue in vehicle structural engineering. I don't know if that's a BS or a BA degree, but certainly a good jump in points all the way to second. Sterling Marlin, after 3 races, extending his points lead to 75 as you get a look at the guy in the 40-something crowd, our Hollywood Hotel with Jeff Hammond, located right near the winner's circle. It's a good place to be. All right, so Sterling, he tried, the red flag. He tried the yellow flag. He wins with the green flag. Did that late enforcement or lack thereof of the penalty on the pit stop really affect him or the outcome of this race?
No, Chris, I don't think it did. And my honest opinion is that was the right call, because it wasn't fair to penalize him for their mistake. It's kind of like a double penalty situation. And in racing, once you start, it's hard to call a timeout. We don't do that. So, great call, I think, by NASCAR, and I hope all the competitors understand that this is the right thing.